Trading plan template. It's pinned to the top of the Telegram group. I'm going to show you what you need to do here. But first of all, I'm just going to scroll down, and I have in the trading plan put all 18 rules of entry using Sniper Pro in the trading plan, so you don't have to. If you just print those 18 out, you will be an expert at trading Sniper Pro. However, I have highlighted the top 5. If you only take trades that meet these confirmations, and you only have to do it on one time frame, don't overcomplicate this. Don't even look at the higher time frame. If you trade on the 1 minute, just do this on the 1 minute. If you trade on the 15 minute, just use these 5 rules on the 15 minute. If you trade on the 30, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, just use these rules on that time frame. When you are a beginner and as you move to intermediate stage, you only need these 5 rules. Do not, under other circumstances, start going to thinking you've got to get all 18 memorized. You do not. These are more advanced. You will hear me talking about them on the live sessions, especially divergence and especially the primary trend line. It's when price crosses it, it turns blue. When it crosses back, it turns red. You will hear me talking about all this other stuff. Is it important? Yes, it is. But I don't want you to overcomplicate or overthink the very simple basic entries. If you never progress from these 5 entries and you have a proper trading plan and you stick to the rules of your trading plan, you will take only high probability trades. You will find that your success rate is much higher. As you add these other 13 signals here, obviously you are fine-tuning your strategy. Okay, but remember that. Now the trading plan. Why am I trading? This is the most important thing I want you to concentrate on, guys. This is your why are you doing this, because trading is very, very hard. It's very simple, and I can teach you the technicals. I just showed you the rules 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get in. It's the opposite 5 rules to get out. That's all it means. Why am I trading is more important. It might be to pay off bills. It might be to pay a credit card off. It might be to save up a college fund for your kids. It might be to help your parents pay off their house. It might be for you to get out of rented accommodation into your own property. Whatever the reason is, it's vitally important you have a very, very strong reason. And the reason why you want it really, really strong is because this is tough, guys. And if you don't have a real strong reason why you're trading, it will be very, very easy for you to give up. It'll be very, very easy for you to quit. And if you quit, you know you will never win. You know that. You will never win. So you must have a strong why, and you must write it down. This is an editable, it's in Microsoft Word. You can edit it in Microsoft Word. If you want to handwrite it, just print it out. It's only 2 pages. My suggestion is, when you fill this in either by hand with a pen, or you type it out on your laptop or your phone, when you've done that, print it out and have it above your trading area at all times so you can stick to the plans. And right at the very top, the reason that why you're trading is going to be vitally, vitally important to keep you on track, to overcome the obstacles that I guarantee will come your way, to overcome the frustrations, to overcome the disappointment when you blow an account, to overcome fear of missing out, to overcome revenge trading, to overcome all the things we talk about in our mindset in trading sessions. The why, which is going to help you overcome those dark times. It's going to help you overcome those obstacles, overcome the fear, overcome the doubt. That is why it's the first thing on the trading plan. And I want you, please, to realize how vitally important that is. If you just want to see if you're good at trading, see if it's going to work, see if it might be something you're interested in, guys, just please give up now. Give up now, because the very first thing that goes against you, you're going to quit anyway. You might as well stop wasting your time. Just get out now. If you don't have a strong reason, your strong reason can be you want to make money. That is a very strong reason. But what I do is I urge you to dig deeper than that and to go in and say, why do I want to make that extra money? What's that extra money going to bring to me and for me? Is it going to create legacy wealth? Is it going to give me time freedom? Is it going to enable me to pay off my credit card debt? Is it going to be able to pay my car payment? Is it going to be able to pay my housing payment? Am I going to save up enough so that I can invest in the markets, buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum? Is it going to get me to save up so I can buy my own place? Is it going to get me to a nicer car? Is it going to get me to whatever your dreams entail? Travel the world, spend the summer in Portugal or the Canary Islands or Thailand or Cambodia or Australia or South America, whatever your dream is, buying a diving boat, whatever it is, your dream should be in this section. Why am I trading? Only when you get a strong reason why will you be able to weather the storm that is coming your way when you learn to trade. The storm is coming, guys. You need weapons to help you brave the storm. Why am I trading is your number one weapon. Okay, next one. What is my approach? Define what kind of trader you are. Most of us, especially in the beginning, we're going to start off scalping. We want to be watching the charts. We don't know enough about setting stop losses and take profits yet. We get nervous when we're in a trade and just letting it run when we're not watching it, etc. So very often, most people I know are going to start with scalping. Some people stay with scalping their whole life. I've been scalping since I started, which is over 4 years now. But then you can move on to the other types of trading, day trading, intraday trading, swing trading, etc. I have very good traders that make and are very, very successful trading because they trade the higher time frames and they stay in trades longer. So define your approach. And remember, this is a living document. You can change this. You may be a scalper now. You may then go to a day trader later. This can change. That's why it's in Word document, so you can change it as often as you like. Just remember that you keep to the rules as they are today. If you change the rules tomorrow, then you keep to those new rules. What are my goals? Here, you can have goals as a percentage. You want to increase your account 1% per day, for instance. Pips, you might want to have a target of 50 pips a day, for instance. And if you've got a monetary value, whether that's dollar, pounds, yen, rubles, rupees, whatever it might be, then you can have a dollar amount there. My suggestion is, as your account grows, which hopefully it will, then using pips or percentages will actually be less scary and less psychological as these amounts get much bigger. than having them in a fiat currency like pound sterling or US dollar. Um, so getting used to thinking in pips or percentages is always the best way to go. What are your goals weekly? You can even do it daily, obviously, monthly, yearly. What are your long-term goals? What do you want to get out of trading? Do you want to give up your job so you're only trading full time? That you would love to trade 3 hours in the morning from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. and then have the whole day free to do whatever you want? Would you like to be able to trade wherever you are in the world with a laptop on the beach somewhere, as long as you have a Wi-Fi or a hotspot, that you'll be able to do that? So what are your goals long term? Very, very important. And my suggestion is have your long term goal and then work backwards from that. So if your long term goal is to buy a house, how much is that house? How much is the down payment on that house? Let's say you want to buy a house that's $500,000 and the down payment you want to put down is 20%. That's $100,000. Work backwards from there. Work backwards from there. If you want to make $1,000 a week to get to $100,000, that's going to take you 100 weeks. That's going to take you 2 years of consistently putting aside $1,000 a week. That's why we work backwards. Start with the end in mind and work backwards so you can get to your yearly goals, your monthly goals, your weekly goals, and your daily goals. What strategy am I committed to mastering? Look, guys, I'm Sniper Pro. I can't tell you how many testimonials we get about how Sniper Pro is transforming people's trading journey. So I'm committed to Sniper Pro. When you're on my live sessions, when I say I can't make this stuff up, I'm genuinely surprised how good Sniper Pro is. And if you use it regularly, you will be surprised too how good it is. You cannot understand how good it is until you try it. Now, if you want to follow Trendwave, fine. Just take out Sniper Pro, put Trendwave, take out everything that the next session, live sessions here. This is my live sessions, John Oliver. I'm the creator of Sniper Pro, and I'm on Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time in the USA. I'm on live sessions, very fast paced, on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 7 a.m. Mountain. I post these in all the chats, in the GFU Connect app, online, etc. So you always get notification of when I am going to be on. And you want to put it in your calendar and set an alarm on your phone. I have an alarm set for all the sessions that I go on, whether they're my own or somebody else's. Okay, what assets or currency pairs will I trade? If you're beginning, guys, I know gold is very exciting for people. US 30 is very exciting to people. But I must caution you, those two are the most volatile assets that you're going to trade. And if you're a newbie, your mindset needs to say, am I playing around with US 30 and gold because the gains are so spectacular sometimes? Or do I really want to trade and learn about trade management and risk management? Because if that's the case, gold and US 30 can and will turn around and bite you hard if you don't know what you're doing or you're not at least an intermediate level trader. If you are a new trader or you are still learning, I think personally gold and US 30 is too volatile. NAS 100 is less volatile but still gives you good returns. The other indices, French, German, England, S&P 500, etc., you can trade those. Forex pairs are usually a little bit less volatile, a little bit more predictable. So yes, everyone's talking about gold and everyone's talking about US 30 and maybe NAS 100. And so they're the glamour ones, they're the glamour assets to trade. If you're a newbie or a relative beginner in trading, you may want to visit some of the other assets that won't turn around and bite you. What time frames am I trading? If you're a scalper, you're trading the 1 minute, the 3 minute, or the 5 minute. If you're trading other time frames, you're going to go up in time frames to see longer moves in the market. I will often tell you that whatever time frame you're actually trading on, meaning the time frame you're actually placing the trade on when you're looking at. So as a scalper, we are only placing trades, or I am only placing trades when I'm looking at the 1 minute chart. I'm looking at the 3 minute and the 5 minute for some other confirmations like overall trend, etc. But I'm trading on the 1 minute. So I'm taking my trades on the 1 minute. I'm placing my trades on the 1 minute. And then if I'm looking at the 2 time frames above that to see what other confirmations I can see. If you're trading on the 15 minute, you can look at the 30 minute and the 1 hour charts for confirmations, but you're still trading on the 15 minute. Remember, the other time frames are not for you to trade on, they're to see if there's some other confirmations that will help you make the trade. What days of the week will I trade? I trade Monday through Friday. Some very, very good traders I know only trade Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If you are busy or you're a crypto trader, you might trade only on the weekends because crypto is available 24/7. And it depends on what area of the world you're in and what sessions you're trading. If you're trading the London session from the US, you'll be trading in the evening or possibly very early in the morning. I like to trade, I'm on Pacific Standard Time, I'm in Phoenix. I like to trade from 5 a.m. onwards because I get the end of London session and the beginning of the US session, which are the two most, they have the most volume out of all the sessions. But you have to decide because it's when you're available. We have jobs, we have kids, we have responsibilities. We take kids to soccer practice. We do these kind of things. We have to work within that schedule, but you must make time to trade. Consistency is one of the major indicators of success in trading. If you can be consistent in your trading, what days you're trading, when you're trading, what assets you're trading, if you can stay consistent across the board, then you will have a higher chance of success. How many hours will I trade, etc. How many live sessions or recorded sessions will I watch each week? You know, this is something I know people can't get on the live sessions because they're at work, because they're doing other things. I know that. But you have to watch some of those recorded sessions. Now, those recorded sessions are live, so we're looking at the live charts at that time. And there's a lot of pips taken during our live sessions. Now, obviously, if you watch the recording, you're not going to be able to take those pips. But those recordings are vitally important. They reinforce the training that we go through on Sniper Pro. So vitally important you get on. And mindset in trading, guys, I say this every time, only about a quarter of the numbers of people that go on my live sessions go on my mindset in trading sessions. And I can tell you right now, guys, the mindset sessions are 4 times more important than the technical lessons you're going to learn on the live sessions. If you can't get on live, watch the recordings, guys. Make sure you go through the boot camps. You know, I always say watch boot camps 2, 5, and 6 when you're a newbie or you are beginning, and that will get you everything you need to know about trading Sniper Pro. And including in that is the entry rules 1 to 5. You have a scorecard for a buy or sell. That's for newbies. If you're a little bit more advanced and you can't see scorecards coming up because they don't always appear, then you will be able to take entries on the Super Sniper Arrow with volume above 40%. That's slightly more advanced than newbies. If you're a newbie, only wait for the numbered scorecards. It's all you have to wait for. If you're a little bit more advanced and there are no scorecard entries, watch out for the Super Sniper Arrow with volume. But remember, you have to have 1 to 4 at least, all appearing in the same time frame. They might not all appear on the same candle. So for instance, a numbered scorecard might appear on candle number 1, but the arrow color and the arrow candle might not change to the right color for 2, 3, 5 candles. You have to wait. The scorecard could be the first thing that you see, but you might have to wait several candles before the other signals line up. Only then can you enter the trade. If you're really, really new and you don't know anything about trading and you're on a demo account, obviously, then you know what my rule is. When you see a numbered scorecard, don't look at anything else. You see a numbered scorecard, you take the trade and you get out on take profit 1, TP1. And you just do that over and over and over again as many times as you can. That's part of your learning process. Now, you don't care whether you're winning or losing those trades, guys. All you are doing is learning how to trade, learning how to place trades, watching how the market moves. That's all you do. You just look at number 1 only. When you get a scorecard, if it's blue, you're going in for a buy. If it's red, you're going in for a sell. Sniper Pro will show you where the stop loss is. You'll place your stop loss there, and it will show you where take profit 1 is, TP1, and take profit 2, TP2. As a newbie, very first day of trading, listen, when you start with Sniper Pro, you literally can open up the charts and take the very first trade you see within 30 seconds of starting trading, and you can be successful just doing that. Just taking number 1. Get in when you see a scorecard and take your profits at TP1 and get out. If it doesn't hit TP1 and goes to your stop loss, fine, the stop loss will take you out. That's all you have to do as a newbie, guys. It's that simple. As you progress from that, you want to have these lined up, 1 through 4. And if you want to be a little extra safe, have the PSAR flip as well. I'm not going to go into training on this because this is in the boot camps, but you should know what all these means. You should know what the Sniperlator is, the EMA is, what a PSAR is, what a numbered scorecard is, what a Super Sniper Arrow is, etc., what a golden reversal candle is. If you do that and don't do anything else, just 1 to 5, you're going to get very, very high probability trades. And this works on all time frames and all assets. But you have to be disciplined and only do those. As you get more advanced and your tendency is you want to get a little bit more complicated, you want to learn more about trading, then you can start adding the rules 6 through 18. There's a total of 18 rules, and the more that line up, the better. But start with rules 1 to 5, and only when you've got those down so it's easy for you, it's as easy as tying your shoelaces, you don't even have to think about it, then you can start looking at the others. You know I love divergence because it's one of our leading indicators. You know we want our primary trend line, EMA, to turn blue for a buy or red for a sell. That's going to save you from any fake outs, etc., etc. Again, all this training is in a boot camp, so I'm not going to go over it. Your exits, i.e. your take profits, are the opposite of the entry rules. What does that mean? Let's say you get a blue scorecard for a buy and your arrow is blue and your candle color is blue. If the candle color changes from blue to red and your arrow color changes from blue to red, you get out. If your scorecard, you got in on a blue buy scorecard and then a red sell scorecard comes up, you get out. If your super sniper arrow was underneath the candles for a buy and then one appears above the candles for a sell, you get out. If the fast EMA crossover changes color, if you were in and it was blue for a buy and it changes color to a red, you get out. If the sniper later trend direction color changes, you get out. Very, very simple, guys. Do not overcomplicate it. Okay, you must follow risk management. Sniper Pro already puts in your 1 to 2 risk reward on the lower time frames on your assets, indices, commodities and metals. But on Forex pairs and the higher time frames, we will go to, it's already in a 1 to 3 risk reward on the higher time frames. Okay, you can trail your stop loss using the PSARs and or the pivot points and or the EMAs. Again, that's in the boot camps. I'm not going to go into it here. Pre-trading and post-trading routine, very, very important. Always make sure you check for news, especially red folder news. Always be aware of market open and when it is. You can mark up areas of support and resistance on your higher time frames. And you must write in your trading journal. Again, these are more advanced. These are when you get to intermediate stages for writing in the trade journal. But check for news before you trade, because if there's red folder news coming, it's best not to trade over red folder news. What will my trading journal include? Make sure your entry price, when you got in, why you got in, how did you feel on your entry? You know, were you calm? Were you excited? Were you distracted? Was there a lot of stuff going on? Write those down. Put down where your stop loss was, where your trailing stop loss was, and where your take profits are. Make sure you put down what your risk and trade management was and what you're thinking about that as you're trading. Discipline and mindset notes. These are vitally important. You will get those from my mindset in trading sessions on a Sunday or the recorded sessions if you can't make it on a Sunday. Your golden rules for trading: do not trade over red folder news, do not trade over market open, and you will watch all the boot camps until I understand them all. When you're beginning, you just want boot camps 2, 5, and 6. And keep watching 2, 5, and 6, 2, 5, and 6 until you're comfortable and consistent in applying the rules in boot camp 2, 5, and 6. Then you can go and watch the others. Remember, guys, this is a living document. It may change as your experience increases and as your knowledge of the markets gets better and the markets change and evolve. Thank you, guys.